Hey guys, I wanted to make a video of my what I've planted as of yet in my garden. So this year I'm gonna have a lot more of the pots around because of course the more you garden, the more you want, right? So these are that's my what I use here, just to show you what I put in my garden. Every time I plant something, I put worm casting. I do have some manure to put on top, and it's composted along with some Pro Mix. I really like Pro Mix. The Pro Mix HP is amazing, but I do mix it because it's very, very airy, so it dries out quickly. And then the normal vegetable Pro Mix for everything. And so here I have bok choy, and then I have some zucchinis and patty pans. Have some peppers, some bell peppers, some sugar baby watermelons, some normal sweet crimson watermelons. This is just something I foraged for my mom to make space. It's just turnip and lettuce. Hopefully it lives until tomorrow when she can plant it. And here I have, you'll notice strawberries everywhere, but radishes, some carrots, and in the back that just sprouted a bunch of cucumbers. So I have like munching cucumbers. I have one cantaloupe that hopefully will come through. I think it did, but I can't tell 100% so that it's actually cantaloupe because I planted but it probably is. It looks tiny. So just to show you how I do it at the beginning with the mice and the critters, I just use this plastic wire, this plastic mesh, and I put little nails around, and I just tie it up. It's good for when the seedlings are babies, because that's when they taste the best to critters. But I'm starting to have to lift it now because of my radishes, although I am eating a lot of them. So and that's where I planted some, you'll notice some green red onions everywhere because I'm starting to get rid of my radishes and plant some peppers. That was yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago. And so I have cilantro and dill, tomatoes, those are cherry, some peas. I haven't done my entire setup yet for them to grow up. Here you have some red onions, and also you have potatoes and more that are coming here. Here you have turnips and lettuce, way too much of it. And I just transplanted these two aloha pepper parent peppers, so they're going to be yellow peppers. In the pack you have 2 sugar baby watermelons here and here, and 2 cucumbers. One of them did not like the hardening off process, as you can tell. Again, you know that I'm not the most patient person, so for me hardening off is 3 days, and it should be at least 5. These are nasturtiums because they're edible. We'll see. I just transplanted them, so we'll see how they go. These are white potatoes, the ones that were experimental to see if I could plant some in March or early April or March, I can't remember, and clearly doable. But I am a person who does not mind covering at night, so there's that. And it's Ottawa here, so you really do have to cover at night during April sometimes. So I covered at least, I'd like to say 8 nights, and only a tiny bit didn't survive, but since then it just blew up. This is more lettuce. I just, at the beginning of the year, when it's like March, I just plant a bunch of lettuce, right? These were my baby bell peppers that were not doing well, so I planted them because they were flowering everywhere, and now the flowers are open, so I'm curious to know what's going to happen with it. Who we call the pepper queen at my in my Facebook group, she doesn't take flowers off of her peppers, and she's been doing that forever. So I decided this year I won't take them off, and I'll just transplant with peppers, see what happens. I have so many that even if a few die, it's not the end of the world. I have a cucumber here. I like to mix all of my vegetables. This way, if there's like cucumber beetles in one of them, it may not spread to the other ones. And these are sugar snap peas and Egyptian walking onions. And I also have some green onions here, tiny green onions that are now growing. This is wild strawberries, already flowering. The flowers are already starting to be done actually. So this is a cauliflower. This was my experimental one to see. Everybody was telling me you cannot plant anything in March, probably other than kale, and I did. And the difference between this, you can see my hand, okay, compared to the one where they said when to plant it. Of course, I said I do cover, okay, I cover. So there's that, and I also use this mesh. Just for the video, I removed it, but that's it's a laundry bag mesh, and I use it for because the cabbage moths are coming out already. And look at how beautiful this is. So this is huge already. I have some carrots here. These are my Instant Pot carrots, and all the peppers you saw were Instant Pot peppers. These are a mix of things. So I have some four cauliflowers, some strawberries because I had no more space for them, and these are Brussels sprouts, so we'll see about that. I might remove them. This is parsley, more strawberries as usual, and here I have some carrots, a bit of parsnip, but they're not doing well because I think I have a critter that is digging here. My eggplants did not like the hardening off. They are these definitely eggplants take 7 days to harden off. They're very, very weak. And so, but the new growth is great. It grew in the sun, so it's fine. So the moment it's born in the sun, it's fine, right? And then this is a tiny tomato plant. That was a test tomato plant, just to know if it's worth planting them early. It did not die due to frost, but it is so behind compared to the tomato plants that I planted in my house, which I should probably show you. I'm gonna go show you guys. So here they are. Obviously I plant deep. My tomatoes, I prefer planting them deep. So they're about here and about here. But this, imagine this plant being planted now. It is much further down. It's even branching off. So forming suckers, I mean. So I don't think it's worth it at all. Even if though they survive, that's great. It's not that. It's the fact that it was too cold to even grow. So they're just like, they're behind because of that. So it's if you have space in your house, totally worth keeping them inside. If you don't have space, obviously you can bring them out if you're gonna cover. And here I have also the mini bell peppers. I have simple bell peppers. A lot of kale. That's the Italian kale, and my red onions. This is curly kale. I also have some orange sun peppers. These three are orange sun peppers. Some cucumbers, another cucumber. My kids love cucumbers. And this is, I believe, not sure because I'm terrible at putting names on my pots, but I believe it's supposed to be a honeydew melon. So I have this one and another one that I didn't plant yet. Hopefully I'll get some melons this year. And this is supposed to be a patty pan, while this is supposed to be a zucchini. So we'll see about that too. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's zucchinis. I'm sure this is zucchini. It said zucchini on it, but this said patty pan, and it just looks long. So I don't know if I made a mistake, or it looks almost like a pumpkin, but yeah, the leaves are small, so we'll see. And here I have my hot peppers that I just transferred. These are the bigger ones. So Sugar Rush Peach, Serrano, Shishito, and Cayennetta. And I'm hoping, I mean, I don't see a difference between these and the Aloha peppers, so we'll see. I think they're big enough to grow this summer. I'll see. And now I have to harden off the smaller ones, and obviously a bunch of strawberries. Those are alpine again, strawberries everywhere. And then basil. And then of course I have my towers. This is my sister's tower. She lives in Sudbury, so she won't be able to come because of COVID. But I'll keep them until she does. And russet potatoes. This is a huge one. And these are my chives. My beautiful tower. I think 2 did not grow out. This one technically is green, but I don't think it'll grow. And this one. The rest of them all grew. I even have a flower already. You can not let them flower so that they focus on the roots, but I know the kids are excited for strawberries, so I'm gonna let some flower. And by the kids, I mean the kids and myself. And these are my cherry bushes. Ones that if we move, I'm gonna plant in the ground. They're very tiny for now, but they can easily reach 8 foot. And so yeah, that's my garden. And I thought you should see it. It's a very small Ottawa suburbs garden. I shouldn't say small. This is completely normal for Ottawa in size. But, and as you can see, my grass is terrible because that's where the dog goes. And it just ruins the grass. But otherwise, yeah, that's the garden. And of course, I didn't talk about my compost. I do compost, but it's a bit useless to compost with one composter because I'll only be able to use this by like mid to end of the summer, and I have to use my green bin for everything. Otherwise, it won't compost by the time I need compost. So you really need one that's almost ready, and then the other one that you're adding stuff to. If I lived in the country, I would for sure have 2. So that's what I have for now. I have this because I protect my eggplants from the sun during the day, because as you can see, they don't like it. So I just put it like this during the day without crushing my, trying not to crush my my carrots. And I'm weeding as I'm speaking because why not? And I have also some, I guess another little parsnip. So that's cool. I have a few. I didn't go all wild on parsnip like last year. I had such a great amount of parsnip, but I just thought, the kids really like carrots, cucumbers, and fruits, and so focus on that. So I'll try to do that this year. Anyway, that's my garden. Thanks for watching.